Welcome back to this evening meditation session. As usual, we're all gathering here at this time to practice meditation. So before going into the practice, one of our listeners asked a question regarding sharing a merit, whether we can share to living beings only or including the dead ones. So practice of loving kindness meditation, it should be only the living beings, not the dead ones. For the dead ones, we call it transferring a merit. That's a different practice. Meanwhile, another member asked me about the meditation, saying that between the breathing meditation and abdomen meditation, which one is the authentic practice according to the Buddha's teachings? And obviously, when the member is asking about the breathing meditation, I presume that it's focusing on the nostrils as breathing in and breathing out. But if he's asking simply the concentration of the breathing in and breathing out compared to the rising and falling of abdomen, then authentic or a direct according to the teachings of the Buddha would be the breathing meditation, and where again according to the discourses there is no fixed point to start of a breathing meditation. But later on, meditation masters have developed focusing on whether it's a nose or a chest or the abdomen, simply to help us, and particularly those who hasn't practiced meditation, so that there is a place to start off as a foundation. So some people feel comfortable paying attention to the nostrils, and other people feel comfortable with the rising, falling of abdomen. But these two are not teachings of the Buddha, but later development. Although may say it's based on anapanasati or the breathing meditation, but these are simply tools that we can develop our concentration. But when we look at the teachings of the Buddha from the suttas, whether it is the breathing meditation or whether it's in the Satipatthana Sutta, none of would say any fixation, concentrating on any fixed place, but generalized. So that's why in the practice of a meditation, do not think that this is not teachings of the Buddha, but these are simply the tools that is developed so that we have a space, that we have a place to start practicing, known as a foundation ground. So with this, I believe you understood what does it mean, and what is the important part, and why this breathing meditation and focusing on the nostrils or the arising, falling of abdomen is introduced. And basically, arising, falling of abdomen, or the focusing, the breathing in and breathing out at the nostrils, are just a tool to bring our mind into one-pointedness and gaining concentration, or calmness and serenity, which is known as the samatha meditation. or the concentration meditation. And obviously this is very important part, very important for the development of our meditation. As a result, I again reminding everyone to choose one object. And again, as I said in the past and always will be saying, that I'm not going to give you which one is the best between the focusing in your nose, breathing in and breathing out, and the rising falling of abdomen. I would ask you to find the comfortable one in between this one or another. And then once you have chosen, basically using that as a foundation ground until you become skilled. So with this in mind, again, now this is time to practice meditation. So sitting comfortably, and then bring your attention to the moment here and now, awareness of your sitting body, and free from any other distractions. You're just here being aware the way your body is. Relax and settle down, and gently establish your awareness on the primary object that you've been practicing. If you've been practicing with the abdomen rising, falling, then simply aware of a rising, falling, and making a mental note of it. Or simply breathing in and breathing out at the nostril as it comes in and as it comes out. Mindfully making a note that breathing in, breathing out, or I am breathing in, I am breathing out. And this is the preliminary practice that we always have to start off. So spend some time observing, let's say, rising, falling of abdomen, and relax. And settle down yourself on this primary object as it is you have chosen to be a primary object. And do not control. Do not control the breath, or do not control yourself. All you're doing is to be mindful of that and settle down. And having a bare attention. Bare awareness of anything that is taking place. And bare awareness helps you to drop things, whether that's an emotion, whether that's a feelings, whether that's any other experiences. Do not engage with it. All what you do is bare awareness, attentively being present there and watch and mindful of it. Do not make it subjective. Even the breath incoming, outgoing, or rising and falling, do not be obsessed with it that it should be like this, it should be like that, or it should be different like this or like that. Simply bear attention, mere attention, as it is happening, as it is taking place. This bare attention will help us to live in the present moment and not forgetting anything. And this can be practiced not only sitting meditation like this, but in our day-to-day life. You can check yourself how mindful you become and how bare attention you have when you're washing your plates. Are you washing a plate? After finishing the toilet, did you manage to flush it? After you have dropped some rubbish in your kitchen, did you manage to clean it? Did you manage to put things at the right place or not? Or simply you move on to do something else? So bare attention helps us to complete each task one at a time. Every task that we perform, we're performing with a full mindfulness and awareness. So that is the unforgetful. And that means sati, mindfulness, non-wobbliness of our mind. So we will be able to deal in our day-to-day life. Every action that we take, we will be able to fulfill. So while we are meditating here, sitting, meditating during this time, again making sure that you are sitting still and observing whatever is going on without any proliferation, just bare attention, mere attention. If it is rising, if the abdomen is rising, and it is rising. If it is falling, it is falling. If that's a rising longer, then that's a longer rising. If that's a shorter, then shorter. If that's affecting the entire body, then know that it's entire body. Just bear attention as it is. Nothing more than that. There is no commentaries on anything. It's like when you open a tap water to wash your plates. The water hits the plate get wet. That's all. Completes. Nothing more than that, because I have turned on the tap and that the water just came through, and with that the whole plate got wet, and now what I'm going to do. Or it's a beautiful how the water touched the plate like that. These are all thought processes. A bare attention is simply water touches the plate and plate got wet. That's it. Similarly, when we are meditating, whatever comes, whatever you see, observe, all what you need to do is to know as they are. Nothing that because of this, because of that, this is coming now. Nothing. Simply bear attention as it happens, as it takes place, and let it be. And this helps to apply our awareness and mindfulness in our day-to-day life. You can check yourself whether you flush your toilet or not, whether you clean your plates or not, whether you put things in the right place or not, when you are talking, whether you are talking with a full attention or not. Basically unforgetful. So practice of a Dhamma is the ability to perform our duties fully. That brings harmony, that brings peace, and that brings a conducive environment for the development of mental cultivation. So as you are working with your primary object, as you're sitting here and now, be mindful as it happens, as it takes place, and having a bare attention as it is taking place. And whatever other happens, simply bear attention of it again and again. So continue practicing until you hear the gong.